A picturesque Duluth landmark is set to get a new life soon, one that's sure to be bright. The Lake Superior Marine Museum Association announced today that they have acquired the Duluth South Pier Outer Breakwater Light Station, better known as the Lighthouse, on the Park Point side of the lift bridge. The board's goal is to restore the structure, which has seen damage from, of course, infestation, vandalism, and wear and tear over the decades. They hope to eventually open it back up for tours. Al Finlayson, the board's treasurer, says the lighthouse has been designated surplus property by the federal government. And now he's excited to be able to share the history of this structure built back in 1901, again with the public.
When this was operational starting in the early 1900s, there was no navigational equipment on the boats, so these played a very significant role, and we're happy to tell the story of it.
Architectural and engineer planning will start this year with renovations planned for next year. They hope to have the lighthouse, which is on the National Register of Historic Places, open for tours in 2027. And by the way, the Coast Guard continues to operate the structure's navigation light, which is visible from 17 miles away. So much history right in Canal Park
it's
here.
One of my very favorite landmarks in Duluth, and I'm just reminded every time we look at photos and video of that.
It's always the lighthouse and the bridge, I feel like, in Canal Park.
We just live in such a beautiful place.
City, and we do.